Recently, you guys got me to 100 subscribers, and I want to thank you guys because, I mean, I've just been making Origins. I've been having fun just doing what I want to do, and you guys have been really supportive in the comments, and I just wanted to let you guys know how much it means to me. I know this isn't much for a 100 subscriber special, especially since I already had this planned, but I really hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you guys, really. It means a lot to me. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright, so I've been getting a lot of questions about how to install my 1.19 data packs. In order to install them, just head down to the Create New World, or if you're opening an existing world, go to your data packs, open the folder wherever it is, insert the file, and then once you do that, wait for it to pop up. If you're doing this via the world data pack or server or whatever, it'll just enter. But if you're doing it via this method, then you want to make sure you see this pop up. In the video in the description, I explain how to update data packs from 1.18 to 1.19. So watch that. It'll show you how to do all this. If it still says incompatible, but you updated it to 1.19, don't worry about it. Click apply, yes, and just hit done, and it'll work. Once this menu pops up, just scroll over to the Werewolf origin, which will be a impact high, and just look through the abilities, give it a quick once over before you start playing it. Now, as the Werewolf, you'll notice a couple things right off the bat. You have a toggleable ability, which is Night Eyes. Whenever you activate it, you get night vision. It's just toggleable using your primary key, I believe. And all it does is just give you enhanced vision. There's so much to this origin. There's just so many little features. So I'm going to start off with Hunter's Instinct, one of my favorite features by far in this origin. Whenever you get close to an entity within 30 blocks of it, it'll highlight, but you have to make direct eye contact with it. You cannot be looking at it through a block. It'll only highlight if it's actually visible to you. Those entities will be locked on your hunter vision through blocks. So if I go ahead and find these fish, you'll see that I can still see them from this far away. It'll reach about 100 blocks away, and this is called hunter vision because you can track entities by doing this method. So once you come across someone, you can track them up to 100 blocks away. You've probably already noticed that you're a little faster as a werewolf. You run very fast, and when you jump, you not only jump high, but you have really high movement. Your hunger does go down at an accelerated pace, and you also suffer from being carnivorous, which means you can only eat meat. The main challenge of the werewolf origin is that anything iron-based will hurt you. In Luna's Metal, it says that iron hurts as silver would to a werewolf. And since there's no silver in this game, I just use iron, a common resource. It's a pretty significant nerf. The way this works is if you ever give yourself any form of iron, any iron-based weapon, so if I give myself like an axe, you'll see that I start burning. If I am holding a bucket, shears, a nugget, an ingot, a block, whatever, a lot of iron-based things will burn you. And I'm going to leave that to you guys to figure out what items actually burn you. And the same goes with actually placed blocks. So if I give myself a blast furnace, which uses, I believe, 5 iron ingots to make, whenever you get near it, it burns you. And this is similar to, once again, a lot of other iron-based items. And it even works with iron golems. Whenever you're near an iron golem, it burns you. If you ever punch an iron golem, it burns you. When an iron golem ever punches you, you'll see you take a lot of damage. And it burns you. Iron is basically your Achilles heel as a werewolf. Iron is horrible. It increases the amount of damage you take. That little moon bar in the bottom right is actually your venom. Whenever you have nothing in your hand and you hit something, as I did this iron golem, it'll give them wither permanently. Now it's only wither 1 and it will kill, but it's very slow. As a werewolf, you are immune to fall damage, poison, hunger, and wither. You're also immune to fire resistance since fire is your counter. Anything fire-based will hurt you. You are a lot stronger than the average player. You deal more damage, and you take less damage. So if I summon a husk, you'll notice if I set difficulty to hard, I'm taking like half a heart of damage from a husk in hard mode. That, and I have excessive regen. You also deal a lot more damage. Your damage is based on the moon cycle, which brings you to my favorite feature of this entire mod pack, Cursed. If you remember when I first logged into the game, it said the full moon rises tonight. That is because the first day of every Minecraft world is a full moon. Now if I do /day or /time query and then say day, it'll tell you today is day 0. That is a full moon. In another 8 days, there will be another full moon. If I add 1 day, you'll notice it'll say the full moon is past. And if I add 7 days to another full moon, it'll say the full moon rises tonight. It's a little delayed, but it will warn everyone that that day is a full moon. On days where it's a full moon, you deal 5 extra damage to your normal player damage. It's not a multiplier, it's just an addition-based attack. Ooh. That hurts. On days after and before full moons, you deal 3 damage. Another thing that responds to the lunar cycle is your regeneration. Currently, it is a full moon, and as you saw in the beginning, I regenerate a lot. By standing near fire, I regenerate really fast. Now that I've added 1 day, and it's no longer a full moon, you'll notice my regeneration is a little slower. And if I add 1 more day, you'll notice that my regeneration is even slower than that. With the adapted feature, you are able to mine diamonds with a stone pickaxe. It also works with deep slate diamond ore. It'll take a minute, but using a pickaxe, using a stone pickaxe in particular, you can collect diamonds. This allows you to skip the whole iron phase. The werewolf isn't supposed to change your entire lifestyle. Now, before you turn, you will have a little thing in chat say the full moon is about to start. There's one for every werewolf in game, and this does work on multiplayer. So right when the moon gets right about here is when the werewolves should roughly turn, and when the moon's here is when the werewolves should roughly become mortal again. If you die as a werewolf, you die as a player, and you will lose your items. But you also have no control of yourself when you're a werewolf, which is by far my favorite feature. And there you go, it's starting. You can hear the heartbeat. And just like that, you become a werewolf. Werewolves will not target other werewolves, they will only target nearby entities. They do get angry at players, they get angry at anything that attacks them, or anything that gets within a close proximity. They are also capable of breaking blocks, aside from water. And when in this state, you can actually not control it. I'm currently not doing anything. The werewolf does its own thing. And to demonstrate the strength of the werewolf, let me summon a warden. And just like that, the warden dies. The only way to kill a werewolf in this state is with iron or fire. Nothing else will deal damage. It is too strong. It regenerates way too fast. Now, once the sun finally rises, you will get the heartbeat as a warning before you're about to turn back. And it'll slowly speed up. And there you go. The full moon has passed and you are back. A cool side feature about the werewolf is that while your wither effect or venomous effect is conditional upon you having an empty hand, the werewolf doesn't need that. The werewolf, regardless, can always inflict wither, and it doesn't have a cooldown either. Now, if I kill all type equals wolf, I will also die. And you'll notice that I am not becoming a werewolf right now. That is because once you die as a werewolf, you are lifted of that curse till the next full moon. Now, if I give myself a bed, you'll notice it'll say you cannot sleep during a full moon. I recommend using an iron axe or anything like that to actually light the werewolf on fire and hurt it. Crit hits are the best way to take it out, but all in all, it's pretty unstoppable, even in late game because of how much damage it does. So just be careful about werewolves. They are powerful. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe, comment if there's another origin you want me to make. I mean, I spent so much time making this origin, and I know it might not seem like a lot of features, but I'm super proud of it. I think it came out really good, and I hope you guys enjoy it too.